What is going on, guys? Austin Salyer here. Let's talk some reality TV. Sorry for this episode being a little bit late. I've been very busy with school and other things, but enough about me. Let's just get into the episode. This episode was a little bit slower than last episode, where we had the clash of Tony and Sandra, but really, how can you beat Tony versus Sandra? The person who was voted out was Caleb, and it was actually very interesting how he went out. He got really unlucky with this tribe swap. He was swapped out 4-2 on the new Mana tribe, but things didn't look that bad for him because he had Ty there, one of his allies supposedly, but Ty decided to flip on him, and I think that was a large part due to Brad Culpepper. I'm super impressed with Brad Culpepper this season. He seems to be playing a great game and is getting a great edit. I know before the game I said that Brad Culpepper had no chances of winning, but honestly, he's making me sweat a little bit and he is proving me wrong. I'm very happy to see Brad doing so well. It's great to see people come back on these second chance seasons and get redemption, but hopefully he doesn't blow it. Brad's approach to Ty was just classic Survivor. This is how you should approach somebody. He asked Ty, who do you want to take out? And Ty said Haley, but then Brad said, well, if we don't take out Caleb, you two are going to be seen as a pair going into the merge. What do you think about that? Brad wasn't making any decisions, and that was his problem last time. He became kind of a dictator, and this time he's letting other people make the decisions, and he's just throwing in suggestions rather than orders. And Ty once again betrayed his alliance like he did in Survivor Co. Wrong and voted out Caleb. I know if I ever play Survivor and Ty just so happens to be there, I'm not going to be in an alliance with this guy. Before we move on from Mana, I was also very impressed with Haley at that tribal council. She was making great arguments and didn't let her ego get in the way. When Caleb said, I'm a better player than she is, she was like, yeah, he is. She basically said he's more headstrong, he's better at the challenges, why would you vote me off over him? And Caleb kind of put his foot in his mouth there after she said that, because what she was saying was true. Now let's move on to Tavua. I was so happy about this tribe swap because I knew Ozzy and Cirie would finally get split up, but nope, the Survivor gods can't let us have that. Ozzy and Cirie are still together. But fortunately, it seems like they are actually open to working together this time because Troyzan is on the outs 5-1. But like any true warrior, Troyzan did not give up. They were treating him like he had the plague, as we saw in that Andrea scene. So he did what any of us would, go look for an idol. And when he found that idol, it was my favorite scene of the night by far. When he almost burst into tears and said, I thought I almost lost my life there. That was what I love about Survivor and love about Troyzan. He loves this game so much, and seeing the raw emotion when he found that immunity idol made me really happy for him. But it came with a twist once again. Like in Survivor Cambodia, the idols are hidden at challenges this season, it seems. So Troyzan had to make a move at the challenge to get the idol, and he pulled it off flawlessly. I walked out of the episode really impressed with his grit and how he never gave up, even though the situation looked really bad. Now Troyzan is sitting pretty at Tavua with an idol in his pocket, and I think if he shows that idol to Ozzy and suggests they get Cirie out instead, Ozzy might go for it, but I certainly hope they don't because I don't want to lose Cirie anytime soon. Now let's go to the NuKu tribe, and the NuKu tribe was crazy tonight. They were herding goats and setting people adrift at sea. I don't even know what was going on there, but it was entertaining. Let's start off with JT setting everybody adrift at sea. Like, what the heck kind of strategy is that? I don't know if that is complete genius or it's utter stupidity. I mean, yeah, they did catch on to what he was doing, but I mean, he did get a lot of time to look through their bags and look for the idol. I mean, if he really was as on the outs as Troyzan was, that was probably a really good move, but we don't know his positioning, and if he didn't really have that bad of positioning, then that probably wasn't the best move, because he's now basically ostracized himself from the tribe, and if he doesn't find an idol, he's probably gonna go home next time they go to a tribal council. The next story on that tribe is they found 2 goats, a baby goat and a mama goat, and had to debate whether or not they wanted to kill and eat them. Now Sandra just did not care. Sandra wanted to eat them. She believed that the goats were there for human consumption, but everybody else actually had a heart and decided not to eat the goats. Personally, I would not have eaten the goats. I don't even see why they caught them in the first place when they had so many chickens already. I thought this scene was a breath of fresh air for Survivor because we don't get to see the survival aspect of the show very often anymore. And this was a very good survival scene. They're so hungry but have to deal with the morality of eating a mama and a baby goat. This was definitely one of my favorite scenes of the night. And I'm glad to see that despite how they act in the game, these survivors actually do have a heart. Except for maybe Sandra, but that's what we love about her. Anyway, I think that's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.